My name is Myrieme Churchill, and I am the Executive Director of Parents for Peace. Parents for Peace is a public health nonprofit that supports families concerned about loved ones becoming involved in hate and extremism. Our mission is to educate the public to prevent extremism, hate, and bigotry and develop concrete solutions. We want to take a moment to honor that today is the 5th anniversary of the shooting at the Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina. Last Friday, June 12th, was the 4th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida. And we are now in the 3rd week of protests being held as a result of the death of George Floyd and others. These devastating events are stark reminders that racism and bigotry are unfortunately alive and well, and that we need to make a stronger commitment to fighting them. This is why today's conversation on addressing racism and bigotry is so important. Since the recent protests began, our national helpline has received an increased number of calls. The helpline is a resource for families and communities who are worried about a loved one involved with hate and extremism. Their concerns are understandable and valid. This deep grief and anger that young people are feeling right now put them in danger to be exploited by supremacist groups. From the calls, it is clear that issues of race and bigotry and loss are increasing the risk of young people being groomed for different kinds of supremacies. Parents for Peace work is based on its network of families touched by extremism and former extremists. Thanks to the resilience of our members and our racial, religious, and political diversity, we have been able to come together and find strength and purpose to turn hate into love and compassion. Our co-founder, Monica Hawley, says that Parents for Peace is a family that provides a judgment-free zone, though the rest of the world is not. Painful issues are often at risk of becoming politicized. As a biracial person, half African Muslim and half French white Christian, I know firsthand how complex they are to address, to address the bigotry and racism, especially when it becomes a political issue. When we hurt, we often turn against each other instead of coming together. While this anger is understandable and often justified, we would do well to be as constructive as possible with that energy. It is our hope that people choose to take on the responsibility of proactively contributing to long-term healing and reconciliation, even if you don't consider yourself a racist or have direct experience with racism or bigotry. These are issues that affect all of us, regardless of whether we are an unwitting offender, victim, or bystander. And in the age of social media, it is necessary to point out that doing something meaningful doesn't mean just social media posts and emails, but rolling up your sleeves and wading into the uncomfortable waters with face-to-face engagement on really sensitive and uncomfortable issues, which is scary. The purpose of today's event is to inspire you to take that scary plunge, which we hope to do by giving you examples and insights of how you can productively approach these thorny issues with your families, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. While today's webinar discusses general strategies and tactics for doing this, we at Parents for Peace offer customized workshops and webinars for private audiences, and if you want to learn how you can best address bigotry and overcome it in ways specific to the people you want to reach. I would love to work with you on something specific to your needs. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you are interested in one of these events or if you want to hear about other products and services we offer.